the sound of my breaking heart. One life, that's all I am. Right now I can barely stand. But if you're everything you say you are, won't you come close and hold my heart, just like you hold the stars? Can you hold my heart? Can you hold us now? Come hold me now. You guys having an alright time? You guys do me a favor and make huge noise for First Evangelical Free Church for First Church Evangelical. I didn't get that. Well, make some noise. I do know his name. Give it up for Propaganda, my boy Props, who was out here. And it's getting around that point where we gotta have to say goodbye. But I did want to just leave you with maybe a sort of benediction as you start school and you get into that whole deal. And that's to say this, is that you're gonna walk out those doors, you're gonna walk out through that exit sign, and you're gonna go back into your struggle. That's why we named our record The Struggles, because we all got struggles, and those of us who say we don't struggle with anything, we struggle with lying, don't we? But I love in Romans it says we're grafted into Israel if we follow Jesus. And you know why that's cool? Is because the word Israel, the name Israel, means wrestles with God. It's almost like God says, look, I can handle it. I can take your deepest doubts. I can take your worst struggles. Just come to me with them. I got grace for you. I can change you. And so I know, you've probably heard that the greatest commandment is to love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and all your mind and all your strength. And so this year you might be going, that's it, I'm going to do that this year, man. I'm going to love it with all my heart, all my soul, all my soul. I'm going to do that. Just show me. Show me with Lord. I'm going to love it, man. You just show me. And the problem is, you can't love God that way. You don't love God more by trying harder. 1 John says we love Him because He first loved us. So, if you want to love God more, your problem is not in your deficiency of love for Him. Your problem is probably in your deficiency in belief in the love He has for you. And if you want to love Him more, what you need to do is look at Jesus and try to understand just how much He loves you. And all He asks you to do is to live loved. Say that. Live loved. Not live to love, live loved. Live like you are loved. Because when you live like you are loved, then suddenly you're able to forgive other people. When you live like you are loved, suddenly grace puts this move on your heart and you're able to take that first step. When you live like you're loved, you're able to say, this is where the healing begins. Let me confess my deepest, darkest secrets because I'm loved. Even though I'm screwed up, I'm loved. So you can admit your failures and admit your faults. When you live like you're loved, temptation doesn't seem as strong. Because suddenly Jesus' words to you, they don't sound like He's trying to ruin your good time anymore. When you realize how much He loves you, suddenly when you hear His commands to you, you go, oh, it's because you love me.